These oils are everywhere, in your kitchen, in packaged food, even in fast food fryers. But lately, they've become the villain. Friends warn you, influencers shout vaccines. So, are seeds oily or poison, or is this just the latest health scare? First, how do seed oils work? Oils from seeds like soybean, sunflower, corn, and canola are rich in polyunsaturated fatty acids, PFAs, the most abundant in linoleic acid, and omega-6 PFA essential for cell membrane and the hormone production. To extract them, manufacture, press, or use solvents on seeds, then refine, bleach, and deuterize the oil. This results in a light, neutral tasting oil with a high smoke point, perfect for cooking, perfect for frying, perfect for spreading across social media as a too good to be true. So, where did this poison narrative come from? Let's list the hidden dangers people love to fear. Opponents argue that high linoleic acid intake fuels chronic inflammation. They point to rodent studies where massive doses of linoleic acid boosted inflammatory markers, but human trials tell a different story. In a systematic review of 15 clinical trials, no evidence linked normal dietary linoleic acid to increase inflammation in humans. Oxidative damage. PFA molecules can oxidize when heated, forming harmful compounds. True, extreme overheating can produce lipid peroxides, but in real-life cooking conditions, these levels remain low. Plus, your body has a robust antioxidant system to neutralize them. Imbalanced omega-6 to omega-3 ratio. Seed oils are high in omega-6 but low in omega-3 fatty acids. Critics say this imbalance drives disease. But yet, epidemiological data show population consuming more linoleic acid actually have a lower cardiovascular risk, despite higher omega-6 intake. Industrial processing byproducts. Chemical refining can leave trace solvents or trans fats. Modern regulations strictly limit these residues. Most commercial seed oils contain negligible levels, far below safety thresholds. What about natural defenses? Seed oils often retain tocopherols, potent antioxidant that neutralize lipid peroxidase before they accumulate. These vitamin E compounds act like a molecular bouncers, intercepting free radicals and halting chain reactions. Ever wondered why refined oils still have a shelf life? It's those residual antioxidants at work. In practical cooking temperature, they significantly reduce harmful byproducts, keeping your stir fries crisp and your health intact. Okay, so those are the scare tactics. But what do we know about the actual health effects when people cook, fry, and bake with the seed oils? Switching from saturated fats like a butter to seed oils lowers LDL cholesterol almost immediately. In a meta-analysis of randomized trials, replacing 5% of energy from saturated fat with linoleic acid reduced LDL by 10% in just 4 weeks. Blood pressure dips slightly, too. No one in these trials reported sudden inflammation, gastrointestinal distress, or any acute detox symptoms. Instead, people's lipid panels improved. Let's talk big picture. Heart disease, diabetes, and mortality. A large prospective study tracking over 1,000 adults for 20 years found that higher dietary linoleic acid was associated with a 15% lower risk of a coronary heart disease. Another systematic review covering 350,000 participants showed that replacing saturated fat with a polyunsaturated fat reduced total mortality by 13%. And what about cancer? A 2023 review concluded that no link between seed oil consumption and increased cancer risk. Despite decades of data, even diabetes risk falls. People with a higher blood levels of linoleic acid had a 25% lower incidence of type 2 diabetes over 12 years. So why does the panic persist? Partly because fear is louder than words. Both claims seed oils rupture your mitochondria, make greater headlines, but a study in the rodent use tested far beyond typical human diets, and they ignore the seed oils also provide essential nutrient and fat-soluble vitamins. Moreover, social media thrives on absolutes, good versus bad. Most seed oils were cast as a villains. Every conflicting study is dismissed as an industry propaganda. Cherry-picking data creates echo chambers where alternate viewpoints vanish. In reality, nutrition science advances through systematic reviews and meta-analysis like the ones we've mentioned, rather than viral TikTok. Infants and children need PFAs for brain development. Breast milk contains linoleic acid. Pediatric guidelines recommended including sources of essential fatty acids in weaning foods. Athletes use seed oils-based sports bars and supplements for quick energy and anti-inflammatory effects. People with a metabolic syndrome often benefit from replacing dietary saturated fats with the seed oils, seeing improvement in insulin sensitivity. Still not convinced? Let's consider the context of a modern diet. Processed foods are often high in refined carbs, added sugars, and ultra-processed ingredients, not just seed oils. Removing seed oils alone won't turn a donut and a soda diet into a healthy one. Avoiding seed oils may inadvertently lead consumers to choose trans fat-laden alternatives or more saturated fats, moves that carry proven risk. Seed oils aren't poison. They one tool in a dietary toolbox, yes. They're heavily processed, yes. Heating can generate oxidation products, but the bulk of a high-quality human research shows benefits. Improve cholesterol profiles, lower heart disease risk, and no increase in inflammation or cancer. Cutting seed oils without addressing overall diet quality is like eliminating branches because someone painted their trees red. Instead of fear monitoring, focus on the balanced meals, whole grains, fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and moderated healthy fats, whether from seed oils, olive oils, nuts, or fish. Next time someone warns you that seed oils are toxic, ask compared to what? Then ask for the evidence. If they can't cite a peer-reviewed human study, maybe it's just another score dressed in a pseudoscience.